Sorry, no fancy screen intros today. Normally, I'm using iMovie to make my daily dose entries, but today I'm using QuickTime because it's quicker and it saves me time. Thus the name, QuickTime. Hey, today's message is pretty simple. We've been talking a lot about self-esteem recently. We've been talking a lot about how feeling good about you, and I used to think all that stuff was really ethereal, like But the reality is that you only feel good about yourself to the degree to which you feel you're in control of your life. That's one eternal truth, and the other is you're only really effective in your life to the degree to which you feel good about yourself. And one of the ways that you can absolutely take back your self-concept and your self-esteem and to raise your own confidence and thus raise your effectiveness in every area of your life is to be careful what you allow into here concerning you. You see, if you have, and we all, by the way, have it, so don't take it personally when I say this, but you've got baggage. And so do I. We all have baggage. We bring with us into our adult lives the tauntings of the children on the playgrounds, or the thing that dad said to you when he was upset and really didn't mean it, or when mom told you were stupid because you failed that test, or when your brother used to call you moron every day of the week, or fatty, or four eyes, or brace face, or whatever, Guys, we carry this stuff with us. The things that go into our ears go into our minds and take deep root. And somewhere deep down inside, even though you may have been an overweight youth, but you've lost that weight, and now you look great in your 30s, when somebody says something like having a third slice of pizza, something in the back of your mind goes, yeah, fatty, having another slice of pizza. You can see, we will battle this stuff for the rest of our lives. And that's because it went in here and it's seated here. The things that people say about you matter. Now, you can, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words, baloney. People's opinions about you, they shouldn't matter. You shouldn't listen to them. You should completely disregard them. But the reality is, we don't. The truth is, we let them in. And when we're younger, it's even more impactful. It goes in there and it just seats in real nice and deep into the subconscious, and it affects us in our adulthood. So the things that people say about you will affect your self-esteem. But here's the key. There's one person that talks to you more than anybody else, and they talk to you all day long. They talk to you constantly. That person never shuts up, and they are always whap, whap, whap in your ear and filling right into your head. You know who that person is? No, it's not your spouse, right? It's you. You talk to yourself all day long. Whether you realize it or you don't, you are constantly talking to yourself. You think in words, you think in pictures, you think in stories, but dialogue goes along with it. When you ask yourself questions all day long, do you know I call myself Macintosh? I call myself by the third person. All day long I do that. Why are you doing this, Macintosh? You need to make that call, Macintosh. Macintosh, you need to get on that treadmill, son. I say these things to myself. You do the same thing whether you realize it or you don't. You are always talking to yourself. So here's the thing you need to remember. Is that if little Johnny on the playground 30 years ago called you a funny name, and that still affects your self-esteem today, how much more is your self-esteem affected by the words that you, the most important person on the planet to you is you, say what you want, but that's the truth. You are the most important person on the planet to you because without you, you don't exist. And if the most important person on the planet to you is talking in your ear all day long, if little Johnny's comments 30 years ago can make you doubt yourself today, what did the comments of the little you in your ear all day long do to you? What I'm trying to let you know is that your self-talk matters. The things you say to yourself matter. Do not ever put yourself down, not to you, not to somebody else, not in your own head. Don't make jokes about your weight if your weight is a potential issue for you. Do not make jokes about your financial situation if your financial situation is a potential issue for you. Never say, speak, or think anything that you don't want to be reality in your life. Because the things you say to yourself are even more impactful than the things little Johnny said to you 30 years ago. Because the things you say to yourself, you say them to yourself over and over and over again all day long. God doesn't make any junk. And if you're telling yourself that you're too old, or you're too slow, or you're too fat, or you're too dumb, or you can't do that, or if you have any self-limiting self-talk like that, guys, you need to tell yourself to shut up, because you're lying to you. And you got all the potential and talent in the world. And the only thing stopping you is you. So tell yourself to shut up. Now that's easier said than done, right? But here's what you can do. You can monitor and become conscious of the way you speak to yourself, and make a concerted effort to be nicer to you and say good things about you to you. Another thing that truly, truly helps is spirituality. And I'm not a preacher, and I'm not here to sell you anything, but I'm going to let you know that if you have somewhere that you can go spiritually in prayer or in meditation or whatever moves you, that goes a tremendous way to helping you to align your thoughts and ideas in the direction you want to go, and keep you from saying ugly things about you to you, because your self-talk matters, guys. Be nice to you, be good to you, love you, and protect you. Guard your own ears against yourself, and your world will begin to change. Make it a great day.